Hello traders, tis I, the Rumpled One, coming to you on Wednesday, April the 8th, the year's 2026. Let's talk trading. Trade what you see or miss the boat with Walmal. These videos are for educational purposes only. Your results may differ from mine and differ from Walmal's. As always, have risk management in place so you don't lose more than you're willing to lose while you are trading. Walmal, what a day between yesterday and today, these past 12 hours or so.
Yeah, it's been a little crazy, but world politics will go and do that, won't they?
Yeah, actually, it's been, let's see, because I think um, I called you guys yesterday about 15 hours ago now, and because I was in a class, I had to take a first aid CPR class to keep my certification. And as we got out of class, I looked at my phone, and it's just like, holy cow! Price was moving up. In fact, it was, I think it was around 30. What was it? 32 something. And next
Yeah,
thing I know, it hit the launch pad, took off, and I'm thinking, what the heck's going on? And it has really not looked back hardly at all.
yeah. I mean, it's pulled back a little bit, but not by anything of any significant matter. That's for sure. And that's the I think kind of runs right into the title that you gave for this video.
Exactly, because I missed the boat because I was sitting there since yesterday, since last night and all this morning. I just been looking for shorts. And it's just like, but I've been sitting on my hands because I won't trade against the M30 candle color except under extreme circumstances. And we're sitting at 206 pips for the day, and it looks like the Euro New Zealand is leading the range race at 273 pips. We've got the new beast coming in at 264. That's the pound New Zealand. But the pound yen's only at 122, which is interesting. But
Yeah.
like I said, I think a few people are ordering Lambos today after if they were on the right side of that move.
And what did I say to you earlier about that? It's probably some people were having their Lambos being picked up by tow trucks and towed away from them.
Yeah, I know.
because
That's kind of
unfortunately,
funny. Yeah.
because unfortunately, it's a zero sum game, which means if money's being made, somebody's making it, somebody's losing it. So,
Right.
and that's just the nature of the beast, and we just have to realize that it can come easy and it can come and it can go away easy too.
Yeah, like I said, and that's why I came up with a corollary to my it's better to be mad with a profit than mad with a loss. I said it's better to be happy um without a profit than to be mad with a loss.
Yeah, exactly. But you title the video, uh, "Trade What You Steal" or "Miss the Boat" or something along those lines.
Right.
And so my question is, I know what my answer to it is, but what do you mean by what you see?
Well, if you see price going up, price is going up. If you see prices going down, price is going down. You don't need any
Yeah,
indicators.
yeah. That's it. See, when I say trade what you see, I maybe I'm a little bit more structured than you, but I look at it as like, trade what you see means looking at the price action. What is price doing? Is it going up? Is it going down? So you're following that exactly what you're saying, and then I say you trade what you see, your rules, and then say any signals that you get because of your rules, and whatever structure may be on the chart. So and the thing is, I think a lot of times we get so um, myopic in our views that we miss some of the other things that are important. Yeah, price is going up, but it's also going up into a ceiling. Do we really want to be, on the long side right before the ceiling? Probably not.
Yeah. Well,
Or
yeah, go
or
ahead.
you know, or it's sort of like you have an unwritten rule, or maybe it's even written now that if you see a one ball, you get out, right? Well, thing is, if you're not paying attention to that, you're not seeing it, you're not going to get out. And based on your experience, it's going to turn around and take away all the pips that you potentially would have won. And you wind up giving it all back. So you got to trade what you see.
Exactly. So it's funny because I've got the M30 chart up and it's got the 3 level ZZ on it. And there was that one trader that said they were losing money. They were doing the euro, um, trading a 30-minute candle. It's like I don't see how you could miss because looking at the pound. Now, once you see a 3 ball, that means you want to go the opposite way. So right here, even though this candle, the candle after the 3 ball here on this M30 chart went up, it's like nope. But as soon as it went down and hit that 70 line, it went down. You could have made an easy 5 pips. If you would have stayed in the trade, it continued down. Then all of a sudden it put in a 1 ball. And so like this M30, it was, open below the 50. You go long at the 50, it actually hit 60. So you could have made probably 8, 9, 10 pips off that trade. Um, and the thing is, depending on how good you are and how you trade, maybe you only take one trade per bar, and maybe you go in, you get out, and then you go in again. You take your chances. But I just don't. I mean, trade what you see. It's just so simple. And you put your stop loss in because it doesn't work every time, but um, you just have to do it. I mean, over the long haul, over 100 trades, you probably should win somewhere between 60 to 80 trades, I would imagine.
Yeah, and that's the thing. That's it. That's the discipline part of it too, because that means that when it runs against you, are you going to violate your rules? And that's part of trading what you see, because your rules are part of what you need to be looking at. And if you're violating the rule on what you're willing to lose on a particular trade, you're going to get slaughtered. You're going to get cut up. And it's not going to be a good day for you.
Yeah.
And that's the whole point. You trade what you see. That means following your rules, following your signals, following the structure that's on the chart, following what the price is doing, what the price action is. You follow all 4 of those things. That's what you need to be looking at. And the good thing about it is that you get better at it. What happens is a lot of times your rules become second nature. You don't even have to think about your rules. You just wind up doing your rules because you get yourself into a habit of following those rules and you don't break them. And then, hate to be like the parent here, but when you do break them, you need to go and have a chat with yourself. So like the old story of dad takes you behind the woodshed and has a chat with you. That doesn't mean that you beat yourself up to the point where you can't do anything, but you need to go and you got to be honest with yourself. If you find that you keep on making the same mistake over and over again, what are you going to do to change that? Is there a psychological reason there? Is it just a flaw in your personality? Be honest with yourself, because once you're honest with yourself, then you can deal with the problem.
Yeah.
So, yeah. And then, of course, the second part of your question was, you don't want to miss the boat, right? And missing the boat, the way I look at it, missing the boat is you hesitate, you don't take a trade, or you don't get out of a trade, and that all equates down to no opportunity. You miss the opportunity. And, it's sort of like, you can go and tell a story after I'm done, but, you had an opportunity today where if you really would have stuck in your trade, you could have made a, if you give the pun here, but a boatload of pips.
Oh yeah, I could have.
Yeah. But at the same time, if you were trading the way I traded, I look at it the way you got. That was a perfect place to get out. But
Oh yeah.
have rules that. Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say no. I did get out at the right place, but the thing is, I missed out on one more piece of information. I got out right when the new M30 opened and had I know that it was at the bottom of the hour, so that's my fault for not looking at the clock. Like right now, we're gonna have bottom of the hour in 45 seconds. Um, I may have stayed in and let it waffle a little bit against me, but yeah, and, I think I picked up what 12 pips or something on that trade. I would have had an opportunity to pick up like 52 pips.
So what you're telling me is that you didn't see structure because time is a form of structure as well.
Yeah,
And what you see, you didn't see it because I'm not picking on you, but you
that's
weren't
okay.
paying
You can
attention
pick
to
on
that.
me,
And
Walmal.
and it's my fault too because I didn't see it either. I wasn't paying attention to that either. But it's the reality is if you don't trade what you see, and if you're not paying attention to what's on the chart, you're not going to see these things,
Yeah.
and that's going to get you into trouble.
Yeah, I've got the 1 minute chart up here, and you can see, candle two, it put in a one ball, and right there, if I'd been long, that tells me to get out because you see what happened after it. It came up into the higher low level. I mean, if anything, that would have been an opportunity to short, or on candle one, when it broke the bottom of candle two, that's a flip flop. That would have been an opportunity. And see here on candle um, zero, that would have been a chance to go short. With the exception for me, there was a one ball there. It's like, do I really want to take that chance? But as you can see, that would have paid off a couple of pips too, because just the way price is moving, doing the Walmart range thing.
Yeah, it just loves it. It loves to do that. But today, it's like I think what has happened is we've gone. You know, I don't think you mentioned this. If you did, forgive me, but our range for today is 206 pips. Well, at some point in time, it's going to come down and collapse down a little bit, which it has. You know, meaning going back towards the middle a little bit. But it's going to. There's a high probability that we're going to go and have a range for the rest of the day. Maybe a range that's actually downward at angle, but still a range. By the way, we just had a news drop for crude oil, um, so that's part of the reason why that new M30 why it's probably going down would be my guess. Yeah, there was the news is that they were expecting to be down 1 million barrels in the U.S. and they actually had uh, surplus of 3.1 million barrels. So that means that we are not burning or using as much oil as people were expecting. So that means that production is slowing down for whatever reason. At least that's the story people tell themselves.
Right. I'm just
So
wondering
that would
here, is this a place to go long? So it's like, when I'd be violating the M30 candle color rule, but I've got a three ball. I'll be waiting for a flip flop. And so let's just see what happens here.
unfortunately we only got probably about
We got
30
a
40 seconds
we got a
left.
minute 30 left. So we can watch this candle close in about 12 seconds and then see what happens. Do we get a flip flop? And
Don't
we're
think so.
and we're in the launch pad. Nope, no flip flop there. So you got to sit on your hands and wait. So, fellow traders, the fastest 15 minutes in trading is just about over. So, once again, you need to trade what you see. Otherwise, you might miss the boat. And I want you to always remember and never forget it's not what you trade, it's how you trade it. So, go out there and drain the banks. This is the Rumpled One, over and out.